Coming up in today's Intel update, an alleged robber says he's the victim in this situation. This Hatboro Fire Company marks a milestone, and Larissa Patron gives you tips for this garden favorite. It's all in today's Intel update.
Bringing you the latest news from Bucks and Montgomery counties. This is the Intelligencer Update.
Hello everyone, I'm Marielle Carbone. It's Friday, July 17th. The unarmed Hatboro man is shot by a borough councilman after allegedly robbing a Hatboro TD Bank says he didn't threaten the councilman. 30-year-old Kevin Phillip Johnson Way is represented by public defender William Riley, who says Way stopped when he was approached by George Fenge, who put his hands up and said, "Don't shoot me." Forgang says Way walked towards him saying, "Go ahead, shoot me," which Forgang did. The matter is still being investigated. Way's arraignment is set for September 2nd. The Central Bucks School Board is being criticized by the State Auditor General after a recent performance audit showing a buyout of nearly $400,000 to former CB Superintendent Rod Green, who served 10 months of a 4-year contract. The board also spent more than $23,000 to hire the headhunting group that helps hire Green. The Auditor General says that this money could have been used to better educate students. Current Superintendent David Wetzel couldn't be reached for comment. Shoppers flocked to the new Aldi in Abington yesterday. The store celebrated its grand opening and is one of more than 24 former bottom dollar stores acquired and converted by the company.
We're excited to be here in Willow Grove. We're opening 4 stores today in the greater Philadelphia and southern New Jersey area. This is our first of 24 stores that we're going to open up this year in 2015.
We used to come over here before when the bottom dollar was here, so we know this place, the right spot to come. We like the place.
What we're looking for is a smart shopper here. You're able to save up to 50% on your grocery dollar, so we're really able to stretch your grocery dollar out there. And all our products are produced by top leading food producers, and we stand behind that with our double quality guarantee. So we invite everybody out here to come out here and try us out today here at Willow Grove.
We've been shopping at Aldi's for quite a long time now, and we save a lot of money, better than any place that we've ever gone.
One Hatboro force has been a staple in the community for over a century. The Enterprise Fire Company celebrates its 125th anniversary this month.
The Enterprise Fire Company of Hatboro is marking a milestone this year. The company has been fighting fires since its beginning in 1890. Much of that history, right up until today, has relied on the service of volunteer firefighters. To mark this anniversary, the fire company will hold monthly events, including a banquet next month. We caught up with the chief and the president to talk about what it means to them.
We had our 100th, and now we have the 125th, and quite a few members are still here from the 100th anniversary, are still members of the fire company, including myself.
I want the newer guys to meet up with the older members, hear about the old stories, about what they did, not just at fires, but what they did to help them make the fire company move forward from the time that they were in. Because like I've told everybody from day one when I took over, I did my little speech in the beginning, people from 1890 till now have given their blood, sweat, and tears, and we are part of that.
Everything is coming up roses in this week's episode of The Garden Minute. Host Larissa Patron brings you some tips on how to properly care for the roses in your garden.
Hey there gardeners! Today we're going over the care and maintenance of roses. First and foremost, plant in the right light exposure. Roses require 6 hours of sunlight a day. So if you plant them in a shady area, they're going to stretch their arms out and look for the sunlight, and they're going to look all straggly and misshapen. Also, water them. During the growing season, roses require 1 inch of water a week. Now, because they're susceptible to fungal diseases such as powdery mildew and black spot, it's important that you don't get the foliage wet and that you water at the soil line. Pruning is important and should be done in spring when the leaf buds emerge. If you have any dead canes, you want to take them down all the way to the ground. But if you have dead flowers, you want to cut right above the leaf bud. Also, if you have dead branches, anything that looks diseased, or crossing branches, you want to remove them as well. If you're growing a climbing rose and you kind of want it to go in a certain direction, you got this rogue guy to the right, just take it off because your plant will look much better shaped and it'll be a lot prettier. Lastly, and most obviously perhaps, when you do remove diseased material, make sure you don't compost it because you can infect your other plants in your yard. If you have any further questions for me about growing roses, you can write me at thegardenminute@gmail.com. Bye for now.
You can find more episodes of The Garden Minute on our website. You can find these stories and more at theintel.com, and you can follow me on Twitter for your latest local news. I'm Marielle Carbone. Thanks for watching and have a great weekend.